going on, guys? BTS here, back again with another episode of Best Class. This is a series in which I go over a certain gun in a class that I personally think works best for that gun. And today I have the Diamond KAP 40, and ever since the Call of Duty Championships, when we saw all the pros using it, I have gotten loads of requests to do this pistol. So here it is. And just so you know, when people say that this pistol is a primary, they're not kidding. It's crazy how good the KAP 40 is. Like, even in this gameplay, I joined late. The top guy is already up by about 10 or 11 kills, and I'm using just the KAP 40, and I still managed to come in first. Not because I'm, good at COD, but just because the KAP 40 is crazy good. It really is, and in my opinion, it may need a bit of a nerf just because how good this pistol is. So let's get right into attachments. For my first attachment, I have extended mags, because that's one of the few things that is a downside to the KAP 40 is that it has a really small magazine. I think it's like 15 bullets, and then with extended mags that goes up to 20. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but those extra five bullets really does make a huge difference, especially when you run into more than one enemy at once. Just trust me with this, it works really well. The next up, I have long barrel. So yes, you are going to need the wild card that allows you to have 2 attachments on your secondary. I forget what it's called. I think it's like secondary gunfighter or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong and leave a comment. Anyway, so I have long barrel on there just because this is technically a pistol, so the range really isn't that good. Even though you can use it like a primary, it's kind of lacking in the range department. So long barrel really does help with that. Now, what I see a lot of people using is the laser sight, and I tried it, but personally I don't like it just because I find myself aiming down sight a lot more than I'm hip firing. So I'd much rather use the extra point on something like long barrel as opposed to laser sight. Though if you do find you're hip firing a lot, you may want to switch out the long barrel for the laser sight. It's really all the way you play, because I like to aim down sights and some people prefer to just spray and pray. And if that's your if that's your cup of tea, then go crazy. Anyways, for perks, I have lightweight, toughness, and dexterity. Once again, my base perks are set up for every single good class, but of course if you're playing something like domination or demolition or anything that's more objective based than free for all or team deathmatch, you might want to switch out lightweight for something like flat jacket. At least I'm pretty sure flat jacket is tier 1. Yes, it definitely is. So switch out lightweight for something like flat jacket, because you're definitely going to need it if you're capping flags or planting bombs. Then next up, I also have perk 2 greed and scavenger, because you burn through ammo like crazy with this gun. So scavenger is an absolute necessary thing. And then after that, I still have 1 extra point, and most of the time I will put on a bouncing Betty, but lately instead of using bouncing Betties, I've been using claymores, and they work so much better than bouncing Betties. This is a public service announcement. Stop using bouncing Betties, use claymores. I promise you, they work so much better. With a bouncing Betty, as soon as you hear that little tick, most people will just duck, and the bouncing Betty will not kill them or even damage them whatsoever. But it's incredibly difficult to dodge a claymore. So instead of using bouncing Betties to watch your back, or to cut off a doorway so enemies can't get in, use a claymore. It's easier to hide, and you have a lot better chances of getting a kill with a claymore. So use that. So anyways, on my last video, I had to re-upload that because YouTube deleted it, and I asked you guys to leave a like, and you guys went absolutely crazy with that like. I think we got up to like 34 likes in an hour and no dislikes, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. If you could do the same thing on this video, that'd just be great. So anyways, go into free-for-all, play 3 to 5 games, use the class that we talked about in this video, then post your best scores in the comment section below. And if you have a certain gun that you want to see me do a best class on, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. On BTS, a like would be appreciated, and until next time, stay creative, guys.